So people, if you're ready, let's quiz. We are the kings of campus! What's this? What's this? It's him.
I will return tomorrow night with high expectations. Pray you don't disappoint me.
Hello everybody, and welcome to this Spider-Man 2 commentary. So, I'm doing Spider-Man 2 today. I'm going to do the commentary for Spider-Man 2. And I'm here on the main menu of the DVD release of the film. And I'm about to hit play, and I'm going to talk about the movie while I'm watching it. So, here we go. So, you're gonna go through a menu thing, but I'm just starting up right now. You can I'll give it about 5 or 6 seconds here to catch up for you guys. And if I do start, Columbia Pictures logo just came up because I just hit play. I accidentally started the video without you guys, but this a little background of how I began to watch this movie. I saw this movie in theaters when it came out in 2004, man. And I love this movie. This is definitively the best Spider-Man film. I'm gonna hit play right now. So the Columbia Pictures logo just came up, and you can hear where we are at the beginning of the movie. And right now the Columbia Pictures logo fades away, and here comes the Marvel logo. So I watched this movie. I saw it in theaters, and I love this thing, and I saw it at home, have it at home, and this is my copy here. I'm watching it here in my dorm room, and man, do I love this movie. I just watched Spider-Man 1 right before I did this commentary, so just continuing the story, man. I'm about 2 of these commentaries a day. I'm trying to think, 7 films to do before Captain America Civil War, so this is what we're doing. These 5 Spider-Man movies and 2 Captain America movies, so there we go. I love this opening with the pictures. Alfred Molina, man, yeah. But no, these like hand-drawn, like painted, almost like pictures that illustrate what happened in the first movie. J.K. Simmons, yeah. They illustrate perfectly what happens in the first movie. So if you didn't see the first movie, well, here you go. Here's what happened. I think they really did a good job in this movie, and you'll see that, of giving us a lot of human characteristics to Peter Parker and everybody else in this film, and it's fantastic. It's really fantastic. This movie really introduced us to, and as far as cinematography goes, you get the spider cam and everything, which they use in the spider cam is something that they actually use in like football games and things like that in stadiums. And this movie kind of used that and kind of gave us that first, effective sense of Spider-Man swinging through a city kind of stuff. And I really the cinematography of this movie is brilliant, just like its predecessor. Also the visual imagery, like and as you'll see later, you'll see that the imagery of the Spider-Man No More stuff is great. So here we go.
She looks at me every day. Mary Jane Watson. Oh boy, if she only knew how I felt about her. But she can never know. I made a choice once to live a life of responsibility. A life she can never be a part of. Who am I? I'm Spider-Man, given a job to do. And I'm Peter Parker. And I too have a job.
This guy, Mr. Aziz.
I'm sorry, Mr. Aziz. There was a disturbance.
Not disturbing. I like he puts the thing back in his pocket. Now I will do a commentary on Spider-Man 2.1 as well. I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna do a whole Spider-Man review along with this. So I'm gonna talk about not only Spider-Man 2 but 2.1, the extended edition as well. It's one of the scenes that's extended, a little different.
But you're just not dependable. This is your last chance. You have to go 42 blocks in 7.5 minutes. Your ass is fired.
He's got to go 7 blocks a minute, roughly, and get inside the building and get up to whatever floor he's got to get up to. Again, the cinematography here of the streets of New York. I love this little moped thing he drives. And I also like everywhere you see, everywhere, you see the image of just Mary Jane on all these billboards and stuff. Because that's realistic, but it's just fun. I love this guy. Oh. Also, the swinging in this, the Spider-Man swinging just looks so much better in this movie than just hearing saves these kids. Also, Danny Elfman's scoring once again is just brilliant.
No playing in the streets.
There's Mr. Spider-Man.
See ya.
The spider on the front of his costume got changed for this movie, and it gets changed again in the next movie. It's more edgy. It's more of a more kind of straight lines and things. This is great. Emily Deschanel, sister of Zooey Deschanel, who's on the show New Girl, and Emily Deschanel, you know her from Bones. This is great. I just imagine there's somebody behind that that's pushing all those things down, and he's just like, yeah. This is great. This is a really funny movie as well. Yeah, he's late.
You late? I'm not paying for this.
The extended cut of this whole scene is funny as well. Just all this stuff, fantastic. So you just keep beating on this guy.
Joe's 29-minute guarantee is a promise, man.
Dr. Pepper definitely got
Promise means nothing.
their money's worth in this movie.
Serious to me too, Mr. Aziz.
You're fired. Go.
Please, I need this job.
You're fired.
Give me another chance.
This does remind me, again, the Spider-Man 2 video game as well. Just great. The whole pizza delivery thing. It's great.
Hello, you're fired.
This is by far the best we've ever seen J.K. Simmons and J. Jonah Jameson.
We got 6 minutes to deadline, Jonah. We need page 1. I don't pay you to be a sensitive artiste. I pay you because still not now.
More Elizabeth Banks.
Spider-Man will pose for you.
Spider-Man won't let me take any more pictures. You've turned the whole city against him.
In fact, I'm very proud of it. Now, get your pretty little portfolio off my desk before I go into a diabetic coma. Thanks for the good news.
Please, isn't there any of these shots?
Oh God, it's so good.
Miss Brandt.
Yes.
Give me a violin. 5 minutes to deadline, Jonah. All right, run a picture of a rancid chicken. Here's a headline. Food poisoning scare, sweep city.
Who got poisoned?
I'm a little nauseous, yeah.
This is so good. So good.
Stinks. Robbie, there's your page 1. Masked menace terrorizes town.
I told you he's not a menace, and I told you I'll take care of it. I'll give you 150. 300. That's outrageous. Done. Give this to the girl. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hey.
Hey, Pete. Oh. I don't think this covers the advance I gave you a couple weeks ago.
Right.
Sorry.
I really would love to see the Blu-ray transfer of this as well,
Okay.
because this is just the DVD version of the movie. But I mean, it looks good, and I haven't watched it in a while, but it looks good. This looks good at least. One of those people hitting him in the face is actually the director, Sam Raimi.
Wow, Dr. Connors.
Dr. Connors.
Sorry,
Where were you headed, Parker?
it's your class.
My class is over. See me standing here?
It's one of the first missions in actually the video game is you forget that Peter's like, oh no, Dr. Connors' class. If I could get there in time and everything.
Grades have been steadily declining.
But
Late for class. You always.
and you have to get there in time, but you end up running into him, and he's like, oh, the class is over and everything.
Confusion is still overdue.
I know, I'm planning to write it on Dr. Otto Octavius.
Planning is not a major at this university.
Glad no professors are like this.
Octavius is a friend of mine. You better do your research, Parker. Get it done, or I'm failing you.
Ooh. He's gonna fail him. Nah, he's not, but no. It's just this moped that he drives. It's so funny. I mean, the first time I saw this movie, there's some great moments that you'll see later on that are just fantastic. Just completely fantastic moments.
Say something.
What's the occasion?
Oh, really, Peter? It's your birthday. Whether you want to remember it or not.
He lives in another reality. How you, Pete?
Hey, MJ.
Mm.
Hi.
Hey, buddy.
Long time no see.
So, how's the play? I read a great review.
It's going fine. It's fine.
She's brilliant.
Harry sent me roses.
Where you been?
Sent you roses.
I've been busy.
Taking pictures of Spider-Man. How's the bug these days?
The less you see of that man, the better. Now, let's all go into the other room and have something to eat.
I'll get the others.
So, how are things going at Oscorp?
Oh, they're great. I'm heading special projects. We're about to make a breakthrough in fusion.
Oh, how lovely, Harry. Your father is so proud, rest his soul.
Thank you. We're actually funding one of your idols, Pete. Otto Octavius.
Writing a paper on him.
Want to meet him?
You'd introduce me?
You bet. Octavius is going to put Oscorp on the map in a way my father never even dreamed of.
MJ, could you give me a hand?
Just waiting for you, pal.
What do you mean?
Where she looks at you, doesn't look at you. However you want to look at it.
I don't have time for girls right now.
Are you dead?
I've been kind of busy.
Taking pictures of your friend?
Could we get off that subject? I want us to be friends, Harry. I want us to trust each other.
Be honest with me. If you knew who he was, would you tell me?
This is some just good stuff here, man. This is this scene is extended actually in the extended edition. I'm going to say it the whole time. But there's turmoil. You see that Peter's beaten down. His family is beaten down. Just he cares. He cares vastly about his Aunt May and all these other people. It's some great stuff. I mean, it is. It really, really is.
Everybody's gone, aren't they? Did they have a good time?
I'm sure they did. You okay?
Of course. But you go home. And be careful. I don't like that scooter thing you drive around.
Scooter thing he drives around.
You're so alone. And I saw the letter from the bank.
Rosemary Harris plays this stuff great here.
So,
I think this movie is extremely well acted. Sam Raimi knew he just stepped it up for the next movie, man. Everybody did.
Anyway, I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm tired and we better start back home. Here, kiddo, happy birthday. You need it more than I do.
I can't take that.
Yes, you can. You can take this money from me. For God's sake, it's not much. Now take it. And don't you dare leave it here. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just that I miss my Uncle Ben so much. Can you believe that it's 2 years next month since he was taken? I think to myself at times, were I to face the one responsible for what happened, I don't know what I'd do.
Again,
Well, it'll take the rest of your cake home.
it's so much good in this movie. It kind of parallels this whole thing here. Kind of parallels
Hey,
Hey, you're still here. I saw your billboard on Bleecker.
parallels the first movie and everything.
I'm really kind of embarrassed.
Don't be. It's nice.
I kind of
to see you every day now.
while I like the comic booky look of
I like seeing you in my theater.
MJ's hair in the first movie, I kind of like it a bit more in this one as well. But it's
Oh boy, yeah.
I love this conversation. He's just like, because she loves him, and he can't love her.
Do you want to say something?
I was wondering if you're still in the village.
What's amazing is this movie's best moments are these. Is this stuff right here.
Peter.
You can kind of see he's taken aback by her. He loves her, but he just can't tell her. Man, it's. And I think what makes this
Somebody now.
You mean like a boyfriend?
what makes this so good
I like him.
is that
What?
Nothing.
the beginning of this movie just beats this man
That's
down
good, companionship.
every possible way, and he tries to just
Maybe more than that.
put on a smile
More?
in so many ways.
I don't know.
I want to come see your play tomorrow night.
And then he makes a promise here, a promise he can't keep.
I'll be there.
Don't disappoint me.
I won't.
Oh, and Mr. Dinkovich, so good.
Hi. What's
This is great.
I have a paycheck due this week.
You're a month late.
Again.
I promise as soon as I get.
If promises were crackers, my daughter would be fat.
I'm really sorry, Mr. Dickovich. All I got is this 20 for the rest of the week.
Sorry doesn't pay.
This movie has a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I have ears like a cat.
First one I said an 89. Is that what I said? Yeah.
Thanks, Mr. Dickovich.
Hi, Pete.
Second movie. It's one of the highest rated superhero movies there is. And I'd love to see if it's higher than like the Avengers. And think The Avengers has a 92%, and I think not Man of Steel. You see right here, he's just beaten down. These sweeping shots of New York City are beautiful. Just with these scene turns, this is great. Knocks on the door. Hello? It's funny, this movie has a higher Rotten Tomatoes score than The Avengers and the last Star Wars movie, Force Awakens.
Doctor, Mr. Osborne's here.
Nobel Prize, Otto. Nobel Prize. We'll all be rich. It's not about the prizes, Harry.
I just love how that guy always asked him for rent.
Who do we have here?
This is my good friend I called you about. The guy who got me through high school science.
Peter Parker, sir.
Parker?
I'm writing a paper on you.
Yes, I know what you're doing here, but I really don't have time to talk to students right now. But Oscorp pays the bills, so...
Dude, Alfred Molina, come on, dude. This great.
Job is done here. Got you two geniuses together. Good luck tomorrow, Otto. Nobel Prize. We'll see you in Sweden.
Interesting fellow, your friend.
Well, it won't take much of your time.
Parker, now I remember you. You're Connor's student.
The second highest,
Tells me you're brilliant. He also tells me you're lazy.
the second highest Rotten Tomatoes score for a
You have to work hard. Intelligence is not a privilege.
for a comic book movie behind The Dark Knight. No superhero movie has a higher score other than Dark Knight than this movie.
Designed to initiate and sustain fusion.
I understand you use harmonics and atomic frequencies.
Sympathetic frequencies.
Harmonic reinforcement?
Go on.
An
Exponential
increase
in energy output. Yeah, I messed
A
it up.
huge amount of energy. Like a perpetual sun providing renewable power for the whole world.
You sure you could stabilize?
I love this talk that he has with Octavius and stuff, and Octavius' wife, and it's great.
I certainly know the consequences of the slightest miscalculation.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to question you.
Rosie, our new friend thinks I'm gonna blow up the city. You can sleep soundly tonight.
Otto's done his homework. Come to the demonstration tomorrow and you'll see for yourself. But you need to sleep soundly tonight.
Did Edison sleep before he turned on the light? Did Marconi sleep before he turned on the radio? Did Beethoven sleep before he wrote the Fifth?
Did Bernoulli sleep before he found the curves of quickest descent?
Oh, Rosie, I love this boy. So good. It's Donna Murphy who, the voice of Mother Gothel in Tangled.
Well, shouldn't you know? But who would know?
Alfred Molina was in Raiders of the Lost Ark. He was Indiana Jones' friend that helped him take the idol in the beginning of the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
It's hardly perfect. You have to work at it. I met him on the college steps and I knew it wasn't going to be easy. He was studying science and I was studying English literature.
That's right. I was trying to say the theory of relativity. And Rosie was trying to explain T.S. Eliot.
I still don't
The
understand.
poetry, yeah.
Oh, come on.
Poetry jokes.
Yes, that is more complicated than advanced science. If you want to get a woman to fall in love with you, feed her poetry. Poetry.
This is great.
Never fails.
It's a human story. This movie's a human. Then he goes to the laundromat and he's reading poetry. He's rented all these books from the library.
Her hair was like the sunshine.
That's so good.
Day by day he gazed upon.
No, it's great. The thing he's just reading, he actually recites to Mary Jane later in the movie. Like how he's got his friend. Why would he want? Now also, this dude's terrible at Liz doing his laundry. He puts in his whites with his Spider-Man costume. It's like, dude, you learn anything? Oh my goodness. And oh my goodness, the music in this movie is pretty good too. Yeah. Opens up his closet kind of thing. And he's looking at these two things. You're like, let's look at. He's just looking at his Spider-Man costume. He's looking at his suit. And he's like, dude, just pick. You gotta wear both. We know you are. It's amazing. You gotta think, yeah, he's got that suit underneath his shirt the whole time. I like that she's in The Importance of Being Earnest. That's actually a really good show, by the way. The guy asks for his rent. Oh, goodness. Also, they give him the most crappiest apartment ever. You know, Bruce Campbell in there. He gets his cameo later in the movie. No. But The Importance of Being Earnest, it's a good show. It actually is.
You seem jittery tonight. You never know who's coming.
Oh, this is great. He picks up a bunch of carnations, gives the guy the money, taps him on the shoulder, and then he takes back and gives him just one flower. And then, oh god, this is funny. No. But The Importance of Being Earnest, I've used monologues for that. I'm an acting student and everything, and I use monologues for that all the time. It's a great show to use monologues from, too. I mean, this kid, yeah. This kid was in Stuart Little, too.
Plenty of rest. You know, eat your green vegetables.
The smaller kid.
That's what my mom is always saying. I just never actually believed her.
Yeah. This is a nice little chase scene here. However, shooting at someone's headlight should not make them spin out of control, and I love these people are just, there's a couple people there that honestly look like they're acting, and it's like, oh, it's good. It's a web.
It's a web.
This, like, nobody else says anything. It's just like, oh, there's this dude. I love this. He goes right between the truck. Yeah, it's great. CGI truck. Yep. This is great. I love the way they follow Spider-Man in the frame. They figure out the different webs that he can shoot. Puts them both. Yep. In the extended edition, the camera pans back down and it goes to Peter. It goes back down to Peter, and he's driving the car back.
Yes. I mean, no.
Actually, what's great is the fact that they do Importance of Being Earnest, and right here, and then she's like, "Do you think we should forgive him?" And she looks at the thing, and she's like, "Yeah." No, like, almost reflecting what's actually going on in the real world. No, shoelace. Bruce Campbell here. You might wanna.
You might wanna.
Oh, can I help you?
Can I help you?
Yeah, come to see the show.
I'm sorry, sir. No one will be seated after the doors
Doors are closed. Let's maintain the illusion.
Miss Watson?
There's a longer cut of this in the extended edition that is it's decent. I honestly I prefer this a bit better.
This show, and just let me in. I'll stand in.
Prefer this one a little bit more, but yeah. Yeah, quiet while the play is in progress. Oh, this violin lady. I love his face here. He's like, oh, somebody's singing a song about Spider-Man. And then she hits this note here. She hits that, like, that, no, hits that note, and his face just goes from, okay, oh, that note, that wasn't good. And he's like, okay. And then he looks across the way and sees Mary Jane. Oh my god. This is so good. Bruce Campbell's actually the voice of the tutorial guy in the Spider-Man 2 video game. And he finds out that she's got like a boyfriend, a more serious relationship than he perceives, and you can see he's not happy about that. He's beating this dude down like, repeatedly. And he's got a duty, and that's Spider-Man. And then I just love this. She looks over at those stairs where he was, and he's not there. It's almost like she kind of knew he was there, but she didn't. And then he runs down this alley, and we get this Spider-Man moment. Great shot as camera going up into the night, looking down at cop cars, and then we see, here he comes. And nope. Oh, right on those pipes. Oh. That screamer he has there, he goes and spins the web, and he's like, oh no, wait, and he's like, ah! Fantastic. Movie was nominated for 3 Academy Awards: Best Sound Editing, Sound Mixing, and Visual Effects. 1 for Visual Effects. And this is great. He like gets like this fear of heights, and then this guy just walks in. It's Spider-Man's in the elevator. Just again, great stuff. It's great as AFI, American Film Institute Awards, actually gave this Movie of the Year. It won for Movie of the Year. Wow.
Cool Spidey outfit.
It won was it nominated? Did it win a BAFTA?
Did you get it?
No, it didn't win a BAFTA.
I made it. Looks uncomfortable. It gets kind of itchy. And it rides up in the crotch a little bit too.
This is great. Yeah, cool Spidey outfit. looks like he's going to cosplay or something. It's great stuff. It's and then he's walking, and all of a sudden he sees poster upon poster upon poster upon poster of Mary Jane. Wonderful stuff too. Now it's the visual effects. There's an award called the Visual Effects Society Award. And this won, Alfred Molina won for outstanding performance by an actor or actress in a visual effects film. That's amazing.
Hi, MJ. This is Peter. I was on my way to your show.
He also won for like compositing and a couple other things.
Well, I was on my bike.
I love this. Apparently this scene here where the camera is rotating around him was the first thing that they shot.
And I know you predicted I'd disappoint you.
And she knows.
It's amazing, isn't it?
She knows right off the bat. She's like,
Simple thing,
you
like being someplace at 8 o'clock.
you disappointed me.
Actually, there was this obnoxious usher. Somebody has to talk to that usher.
Your time has expired. Please deposit 15 cents for the next 5 minutes.
Everything he does goes wrong. I love it. This is just a great rotating shot here.
I want to tell you the truth. Here it is. I'm Spider-Man.
This is kind of more for the audience to understand why he feels the way he is, but it's great.
I can't be with you. If my enemies found out about you, if you got hurt, I could never forgive myself. I wish I could tell you how I feel about you.
Just this music here by Danny Elfman as well. And now we go. I'll admit the pacing of this movie is not nearly as good as the first. but it's also a sequel. You have to set up a lot of these plot lines and things. It's a great joke coming up here.
Large roll of $20 bills in a rubber band. Because we found the rubber band. It's a terrible joke.
The $20 bills and a rubber band joke. That's good.
Today, you will witness the birth of a new fusion.
That's a great like icebreaker.
Safe, renewable energy, and cheap electricity for everyone. And now let me introduce my assistants.
His assistants. These robotic arms. That was a cool cut right there with the him taking the cloth off and everything. This is one of the most comic accurate, I think, iterations of a character we've ever seen, and it looks so good. Inhibitor chip, and these things go in his skin. You're just like, ugh. You're just like, dude, you can never take that thing off. Just think about that. It's like you can't ever take a thing. You have these holes in your back, like, ugh. Dude, Milena, man. The arms, both mixture of practical effects, mixture of practical and digital effects with these things.
Smart arms are controlled by my brain through a neural link. Nanowires feed directly into my cerebellum, allowing me to use these arms to control fusion reaction in an environment no human hand could enter.
Doctor, if the artificial intelligence in the arms is as advanced as you suggest, couldn't that make you vulnerable to them?
All right, sure. Which is why I developed
Also,
this
the way
chip to protect my higher brain function. It means I maintain control of these arms instead of them controlling me. And now on to the main event.
See, it all makes sense. It's like most, science fiction-y action, weird superhero movies. It's, BS science and stuff like that, but it makes sense. It's a practical effect here, just how this thing gets the tritium.
Tritium is the fuel that makes this project only 25 pounds.
The way they.
I'd like to thank Harry Osborne and Oscorp Industries for providing it.
Yeah.
Happy to pay the bills, Otto.
The way that they incorporate the practical arms with the CG arms, because they're puppets, is what they were. They're like puppeteers, used wires and things to. It's just so good. Fasten your seatbelts. Turns this thing on. Hardest mission in Spider-Man 2 video game, right here. No, it's not. It's one of the hardest ones. Anything against Doc Ock's a hard mission.
Doctor, we have a successful fusion reaction.
This is a breakthrough beyond your father's dreams.
It's funny. It's when you watch a movie that you just love to watch, kind of like this one. Great movies that you love to watch. It's kind of amazing to think.
The power of the sun.
Yeah.
In the palm of my hand.
Yeah, right there. And then how Peter sees this moment. The calm before the he's the first to see all these things. That little paper clip going and how it's magnetizing and everything. I like that. He's like, "It'll soon stabilize." He puts his hand up, and off goes his watch. Overload, yeah. Just masterful visual effects. Amazing visual effects. When he says it's my money, I'm like, it's my money and I need it now. It's first thing I thought of. I love how Spider-Man comes in. I love the way Spider-Man looks in this movie. The subtle things that they did to him. The eyes look more defined in comparison. This thing. This is great stuff, man. Oh. Dude. Oh. Bam, there goes the inhibitor chip. And it's because they set it up. They set it up well enough, you're just like, oh wait, there goes the inhibitor chip. Oh, that's what kind of... There's a few shots in this movie, I'll admit, that... I think Spider-Man, the coloring looks a bit better, the eyes look a bit better, everything just looks a bit more defined in the...
Too close here, more than a drop of tritium. It could have destroyed the city.
Apparently there were like 200 or so small upgrades in the suit that were just like tiny tweaks and things to make it better.
I have nothing left except Spider-Man.
You saved your life, sir.
He humiliated me by touching me.
Strasbourg, the press will be your suit and suggest we move on.
What's he doing here anymore?
I think it's important that we see Harry's, we see Harry's dilemma with Spider-Man. It's important. And the hospital scene. Oh, here we go. This is a masterful scene. Apparently it was just a screen test, and they're just like, well, yep, we're going to use it.
The lamina and the roof of the spinal column. We won't know the extent of the damage until we get in there, so I suggest we cut off these mechanical arms, slice up the harness, and if need be, consider a laminectomy. Posterior spinal fusion from C7T1 to T12.
We're ready, Doctor.
Anybody here take shop class?
This is very much a horror movie element to this movie, and it adds so much to the character and to the design of all this stuff. You see in the background, and just launches this guy. And again, combination of digital and live action elements. It's just, man, electrocuting this dude. And then the panning on the eyes. It's so good. Oh, right into the shadows. That's great. Dude, every time, it's like, zoom in on the eyes, right on the thing, right to, man, this is so good. Practical. I love how you see that, as all of them come in, you see all four of them, and then bam. Man. Dude. His music as well is really good. Just listen. And he's like, what have I done? He doesn't realize really what happened. The turn and the... Also, you notice how the arms, they originally looked very nice and clean, but because of the explosion and everything, they look like the metal's got, like it's rusted and it's weathered. Daily Bugle, here we go. Here.
All over town, Robbie. Gossip, rumors.
There's panic in the streets. We're lucky.
Crazy scientist turns himself into some kind of a monster. 4 mechanical arms welded right onto his body. Guy named Otto Octavius winds up with 8 limbs. What are the odds? What are we gonna call this guy?
Dr. Octopus.
It's crap.
Science Squid?
Yeah.
Doctor Strange.
Hey.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Just take it.
That's a great cameo there.
Dr. Octopus.
I like it.
Of course you do. Dr. Octopus.
New villain in town. Doc Ock.
Genius.
What are you looking for a raise? Get out.
Chief, I found Parker.
Where you been? Looking for you all morning. Why don't you pay your phone bill? Mad scientist.
Pay your phone bill.
I heard Spider-Man was there. Where were you?
Like how
Squirrels? You're fired.
photographing squirrels.
Right, you're unfired. I need you. Come here.
You're unfired. I need it.
Society.
Oh, well,
Don't answer that. My society photographer got hit in the head by a polo ball. You're all I got. Big party for an American hero. My son, the astronaut.
Could you pay me in advance?
Dude, everybody uses that, but it's so funny.
You serious? Pay for what? Standing there? Planetarium tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. There's the door.
That's a great, like, the watery kind of transition. Also, that looks like a miniature. It looks like a miniature, yeah. That they built.
My Rosie's dead.
But it looks good. I mean, also, I think this scene's fantastic as well. But back there in the office scene, that's not a green. Usually now they'll green screen around the outside of, what built the outside of buildings and things like that. But now what this movie did, and I saw it in the special features, that's not green screen at all. That's just matte painting. This is brilliant here. Dude, he's acting against nothing. Sometimes, especially here, they're not.
In my head.
They're CG in this scene.
Something talking.
And based on his acting, that's kind of how they. That's how they put in the.
Gone.
That's really how they put the stuff in. It's sort of, kind of how they put in the arms and everything.
No. Peter was right. I miscalculated.
See, he acknowledges he made the mistake. But then the arms kind of tell him, wait a minute, no.
I couldn't have miscalculated. It was working, wasn't it? Yes. We could rebuild. Enlarge the containment field. Make it bigger.
Now, what's great about that is that's wire work.
We need money.
And then right there, there's add in those, and it just looks seamless.
No, I'm not a criminal. That's right. The real crime would be not to finish what we started.
Greatest villains are the ones that think what they're doing is right, and what he thinks he's doing is justified in that it's right.
The power of the sun in the palm of my hand. Nothing will stand in our way. Nothing!
That's the Social Security.
Yes, I see.
My Uncle Ben's life insurance.
Yes, but I'm afraid it's just not sufficient to refinance your home.
Oh, but I'm giving piano lessons again.
You are? Ow! Oh, ow! We appreciate that you've just opened up a new Super Saver account with us today. But the fact is, you do not have the assets to justify this loan. I'm sorry.
And
At least we get the taste.
you have Joel McHale here.
That's only with a deposit of $300.
From Community, and he was in Ted, actually. That's right, he was in Ted. Yeah, Joel McHale. Like, this is good. No, that, yeah, she just sees Peter go off. Also, I will say, I don't know, maybe it's just the DVD version of the, I don't know. That seeing that that thing come off, that him tear that bank vault off, it's kind of just, it didn't look that real, but that's what it was. Again, practical effects. This is great here. Here's your kid. Throwing more of these things at him. He gets hit by a thing. He's but it's good.
Getting on my nerves.
I have a knack for that.
Not anymore.
Also, people that are like, he wasn't quippy enough. There's plenty of quips. This is great. Launches him outside. I will say this though. Doc Ock is kind of superhuman in this. Throws the thing. Ugh. He almost is superhuman in a way.
Don't follow me.
Wait a second.
He almost is a little superhuman, because Spider-Man, I know he pulls his punches, but still. He's got the strength of 10 men. I mean, he's... And a person running into the running first into the camera, is like screaming their head off. There's also a guy looking out the window. These effects do look good, for the most part. This scene is also extended in 2.1. Stanley cameo. With the Spider-Man movies, he just saves people from falling. I think this might be I think that is CG Spider-Man now. Because these might be... Yeah, these are definitely CG. Like how it stops and everything here. And they're fighting. But it looks good. That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't look bad. He launches him across the way. Like, I don't know why, like... That stuff looks fine. But it's when you do never do close-ups. If you're a director, never. I mean, obviously now you can, but never do real close-ups on fully rendered CG things, especially people.
You've stuck your wits in my business for the last time. Now you'll have this woman's death on your conscience. Come on.
I do that slow-mo of him, Doc Ock right there. And he saves Aunt May. And also, Rosemary Harris did a lot of her own stunts for this movie. Okay, this is when Spider-Man cops become idiots. They're shooting at a building where there are people clearly in it. There are people clearly in that building. Why are they shooting at that building?
You sure showed him. What do you mean we?
This shot up here. This is where we got a moving environment with Spider-Man, and then this right here, between the legs. Yeah, oh, it's so good. And then this whole planetarium thing. It's so good. And it's funny, if you see The Great Gatsby with him and Leonardo DiCaprio, they kind of play off that bit almost as much, too, for a second, where he just keeps... He tries to go grab a drink or a piece of food or whatever, and just it's empty or there's nothing there, you know. Harry. The only thing is, why is Harry here? I mean, he was invited by somebody.
To mention your friend the bug. Not tonight, Harry. Every night. Until I find him, it's 24/7.
Parker! 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 Will you deaf? I called you twice. What do you think I'm paying you to sit around and sip champagne here? Get a shot of my wife with the ministry here.
Beautiful tie.
Oh, no. Get a shot of us with the DA.
Beautiful dress.
Over here, get a shot of the mayor and his girlfriend. Wife.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening.
This is fun.
Pleased to present our guest of honor. He's the first
There's
man
man
to
to play football on the moon.
the handsome, the heroic, the delicious Captain John James.
Why are they playing, honestly, why are they playing Hail to the Chief? He's not the president. I like how everybody turns around and even her friend is right behind Peter. Everyone's clapping except for Peter. And it kind of goes silent here for a minute. And he's like, you gotta be kidding me. It's a good play on this right here again. Sam Raimi, I think, even talked about in like the making of this and everything in the commentaries that I've watched before, and he's like, I just wanted to beat down on this guy, because she's like, oh, you.
But there was a disturbance.
I don't know you.
There was a disturbance in the force.
And I can't keep thinking about you. It's too painful.
I've been reading poetry lately.
Whatever that means.
Day by day, he gazed upon her. Day by day, he sighed with passion. Day by
Don't
day.
start.
Can I get you a drink?
I'm with John. He'll get me my drink.
John.
By the way, John has seen my show 5 times. Harry has seen it twice. Aunt May has seen it. My sick mother got out of bed to see it. Even my father. He came backstage to borrow cash. But my best friend, who cares so much about me, can't make an 8 o'clock curtain. After all these years, he's nothing to me but an empty seat.
He's just an empty seat.
Piss me off your loyalty to Spider-Man and not to your best friend. I find him with my father's body and you defend him because he's your bread and butter. Take it easy. Hey, don't push me. You're not gonna kill my friend.
James Franco also plays his character very good, and also in this movie he plays it very well too.
When you let him die, you didn't turn into a freak. Isn't that right? Huh? Isn't that right? Huh, brother?
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want you all to know that the beautiful Miss Mary Jane Watson has just agreed to marry me.
It's like everything's going bad for this dude.
Parker, wake up! Wake up! Shoot the picture!
It's a good transition right here. And you see him, he's thinking about his life by swinging around as Spider-Man right here. Oh no.
No.
Oh. The reason why he loses his powers is kind of undefined, but he loses his powers really because he's lost hope in himself. You know, he's almost depressed. I mean, he's lost. He really doesn't think that his powers are helping him, and it's a kind of a tragedy that he's got that this character has to kind of go through this, and you're just like, oh man, he's losing himself. I just saw how that transition was made, and it's a really good transition, by the way. When he's holding the newspaper there, the background quickly changes to he's holding it, and then he throws it, so it makes it look like it's transition, but it's really not. It's a quick like background fade, and then it goes into it. So when he throws the newspaper, it looks like it is.
You seem very okay to me.
Raimi tends to do these like fades and things, and these transitions and camera movements that are like really zoom in and then zoom back out to start something, and it seems very like horror movie ish, and that's what Raimi's style was and is, and it works.
I'm climbing a wall, but I keep falling.
Oh. So you're Spider-Man?
In my dream. But actually, it's not even my dream, it's a friend of mine's dream.
Huh. Somebody else's dream. What about this friend? Why does he climb these walls? What does he think of himself?
That's the problem, he doesn't know what to think.
Gonna make him mad not to know who you are. Your soul disappears. Nothing's better than certainty. Listen. Maybe you're not supposed to be Spider-Man climbing those walls. That's why you keep falling. You always have a choice, Peter.
What's interesting is with Raimi, his filmography really is, you know, the Evil Dead movies, Evil Dead 1, Evil Dead 2, Darkman, Army of Darkness,
All the things you've been thinking about, Peter.
and then he really kind of goes from there and goes into these three Spider-Man films.
You understand?
He did the Oz the Great and Powerful. Now he's doing Ash versus the Evil Dead.
Fairness.
He was also the writer and executive producer of that stuff.
Those times I counted on you to have the courage to take those dreams out into the world. I can't live your dreams anymore.
This moment's really good between Peter and Uncle Ben.
Comes great responsibility. Take my hand, son. No, Uncle Ben. I'm just Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man. No more.
Spider-Man No More. This whole Spider-Man No More thing really is And this looks right out of a comic book. This is a great comic book adaptation, and it fades out, and you see the eyes still there. And then the raindrops keep falling on my head sequence. I remember seeing this in the theater and just laughing my ass off. It's like as a 9-year-old kid watching this is so funny. Ugh. He trips and falls. You can see all these people in the background are they're watching. So they see way in the distance. They're watching this just go on. Just watching. It's like that's great. That's great. Whoops. Apparently, Tobey Maguire said this is like a tofu dog that he eats right here. This is fantastic because there's. This is some great stuff. You see, he's back to his old ways as Spider-Man, as Peter Parker. He's kind of like back in the groove as Peter Parker. And then the freeze frame. Oh goodness. And now he finally goes and sees her play. Fantastic.
Pretending to be wicked and being really good all the time. That would be hypocrisy.
Of course, I have been rather reckless.
And they see each other here, and she goes up on her line here.
I am glad to hear it.
In fact, now you mention the subject, I have been very bad in my own small way.
You were so wonderful.
He made her go up on her line.
You could have told me you were coming.
I was afraid you'd say don't come.
You look different.
I shined my shoes, pressed my pants, did my homework. I do my homework now. You want to get some chow mein?
Yeah, chow mein.
I'm getting married.
I always
So
imagined
good.
getting married on a hilltop.
And who's the groom?
You haven't decided yet.
You think just because you saw my play, you can talk me out of getting married?
You once told me you loved me. I let things get in the way before. There was something I thought I had to do. I don't have to.
You're too late.
This is some great talking here, just between these characters.
Think about what?
Picking up where we left off.
Where was that? We never got on. You can't get off. You don't get on, Peter.
I don't think it's that simple.
Of course you don't, because you complicate things.
But this is what a relationship's actually like, and they did such a fantastic job
Punch me, I bleed.
of putting these characters in realistic type situations, and I felt like they did such a good job. Between she is this woman he loves and adores, but because of who he is, he can't.
Getting married in a church.
Because of who he is, she can't love him, or he can't love her. It's like, even though he does, and she does love him, and he loves her, but they can't have this relationship. And I understand for 2 films, having this worked. We agreed to have a wedding, not going to bankruptcy.
I got a garbage man here, says that's something you might want to see.
This is great.
Don't tell me you had the head of an extraterrestrial in there. Could Where the hell did you get that?
He gets a Spider-Man costume in the garbage. A medium brown bag.
Given up. Thrown in the towel. Abandoned his sad little masquerade. I finally got to him. The power of the press triumphs.
Now look,
The power of the
I think
press
I deserve
triumphs.
something for this.
Give you $50.
I could get more than that on eBay.
That's actually that eBay line is a play on the fact that someone actually stole, in the first movie, stole some Spider-Man costumes and they ended up turning up on eBay.
More on this thing, you can pick the daisies off my grave. Get plastic. Gotta go, big story.
I'm not going to mention the deleted scene that is right after this. We will talk about that in Spider-Man 2.1.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, where have you gone to, Spider-Man? Where have you gone to, Spider-Man?
Great. The deleted scene that's between that, they should have kept in. I'm just going to say that. They should have kept it in. Hey, number one, some rando guy wouldn't have just get beat up by two guys and have nobody else rush in and help him. And no, come on. Is the inconsistent? Then back to Ben Parker.
Peaceful now. It was all my doing.
See, May thinks it's her fault. She thinks it's her fault for what happened to Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben. And Peter knows. He knows the truth. He was there. Yep. There's that famous Sam Raimi car.
Oh, I know I shouldn't. It's just that you wanted to take the subway and he wanted to drive it. If only I had stopped him, we'd all three of us be having tea together.
I'm responsible.
And here he finally tells her the truth.
For what? For what happened to Uncle Ben?
You were at the library. You were doing your homework.
He drove me to the library, but I never went.
I do like how he tells her the truth.
What do you mean?
I went someplace else. Someplace where I thought I could win some money. To buy a car, because I wanted to impress Mary Jane. It happened so fast. I won the money, the guy wouldn't pay me, and he got robbed. The thief was running towards me.
This is very well acted by both Rosemary Harris and Tobey Maguire. Very well acted.
Revenge. I let him go. I let him get away. He wanted a car. He tried to take Uncle Ben's. Uncle Ben said no. And then he shot him. Uncle Ben was killed that night.
Her reaction.
Being the only one who did the right thing.
I like how he says Uncle Ben was the only one that did the right thing. And the next movie kind of crushes this entire thing. And what's dumb and dumb and dumb. We spent 4 movies on the Uncle Ben, death of Uncle Ben. 4 movies.
I've tried to tell you so many times.
I like how she's just like almost not having it, but she understands at the same time. Like it's this look of like horror and everything. It's like, why didn't you tell me? But then later she's like, what happened, and I can understand that, and I can. I mean, you have to think she's this older woman, and her husband died, in a terrible, terrible way, and now she's finally getting the truth, from her almost like her son, in a way. It's like she's kind of getting, he's building his thing.
Just one more little chore.
That 3-shot thing of all that. Raimi he starts scenes out with these immense zooming shots. Fantastic work. Fantastic work by him. Raimi did a fantastic job with cinematography. Not only this film, but the first one. I'll admit, even the third one, he did a fantastic job of cinematography. So this here is almost like the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. The T-Rex in Jurassic Park. You're getting this this boom, boom, boom noise. Throws the glass in the air and bam, catches it.
Hello, Harry. Otto, what do you want? Precious tritium.
And that shot of getting the glass in the hand and everything to tip it correctly. It took forever. Like grabs him, puts him over the edge. It's really good wire working by.
Kill Spider-Man. I'll give you all the tritium you need. The second God, bring him to me. Alive.
How do I find him?
Peter Parker.
Parker?
He takes pictures of Spider-Man for the Bugle. Make him tell you where he is.
And I like this line here.
Have it ready.
I like this line here that tells him not to hurt him. He tells him not to hurt him, even though he's still his friend. Even though they're at odds. He tells him not to hurt him. And I do this scene here, another burning building scene. It could have been.
Anybody in that building? We think there's a kid stuck on the second floor.
One, dude, this is impossible. There's too many flames. Now, two, I don't hate this scene. No, number one, dude, if you grab that door handle, this scene though. One, okay, this scene does feel tacked on. I can't do. But you can understand at the end of this scene, into the following scene, understand, number one, dude, the flames. the flames, dude, he'd be dead. Him and this little girl would be dead. Apparently this little girl has super strength because she's helping him up. It kind of it does. It feels tacked on. I heard Chris Stuckman even talk about it as well. I mean, it's like it does feel like a tacked on kind of scene and everything. And the music is the same as the first movie, as burning building scene. Why in the world would you leave your kid in a burning building? That's my one thing.
You got some guts, kid. Some poor soul got trapped on the 4th floor. Never made it out.
See, this is where I think that this is a smart scene right at the end. The scene's execution ain't that great, but that line right there is somebody got trapped there, and then this realization that he can't save everyone.
Am I not supposed to have what I want?
See?
What I need? What am I supposed to do?
It does feel tacked on, but at the same time it works. Subtly.
Oh,
Gets the point across.
I shouldn't have without, you know.
And then this girl.
Come in.
His apartment looks so crummy. The lime scale, dude. This is the lime scale.
Would you like a piece of chocolate cake?
The soap scum that is like on the door and around the walls. This place looks old as dirt. I mean, it's disgusting.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to touch that power outlet or that door because it looks so freaking dirty. They give him the worst possible place to live. I wouldn't want to walk around barefoot in that place either.
Thank you.
Oh, got a message. It's your aunt.
This is a decent scene here. It's Aunt is selling off all her stuff. She's
What's going on?
Oh, they gave me another few weeks, but I decided to hell with it. I'm moving on. I found a small apartment.
Why didn't you tell me?
I'm quite able to take care of things myself. And Henry Jackson across the street is giving me a hand, and I'm giving him $5.
That's Henry Jackson?
Yes. It's funny what happens in 2 years. 9 years old, has great ambitions.
Listen.
that globe there at the bottom of the screen.
Visit. Pish posh, we needn't talk about it.
It's water over the dam or under the bridge or wherever you like it. But you made a brave move in telling me the truth. And I'm proud of you.
And I thank you, and I love you, Peter. So very, very much. Hey, where are all my comic books?
Oh, those dreadful things. I gave those away.
Those dreadful
Pens in the
things.
box of spark.
Thank you, Henry.
Hi, Peter.
Hey, Henry. Getting tall.
I do like this scene.
Why don't you put those cookbooks in with the mixer?
Okay.
I do like this scene because of the whole Spider-Man element.
I used to.
Where is he?
Henry and I agree. We don't see his picture in the paper anymore.
He, quit.
Why?
Wanted to try other things.
He'll be back, right?
never guess who he wants to be. Spider-Man.
Why?
He knows a hero when he sees one. Too few characters out there flying around like that, saving old girls like me. Lord knows kids like Henry need a hero. Courageous, self-sacrificing people, setting examples for all of us. Everybody loves a hero. People line up for them, cheer them, scream their names, and years later they'll tell how they stood in the rain for hours just to get a glimpse of the one who taught him to hold on a second longer.
See, this is why I really like this scene.
I believe there's a hero in all of us that keeps us honest, gives us strength, makes us noble.
Rosemary Harris right now, I just looked her up. She's 88 years old. So imagine this movie came out 12 years ago, so she was in her 70s when she did these movies. But I mean, just, man.
Even our dreams. Spider-Man did that to Henry, and he wonders where he's gone. He needs him. Do you think you could lift that desk and put it into the garage for me? But don't strain yourself.
Okay.
Strong focus on what I want.
This scene, he's up on the roof and he's running and running and running, and it's like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. Yep.
Hey! Oh, that's movie.
This is great here.
That's the third one, right?
The second one. Oh. And this line. Oh. And then over here, when he touches the car, just the car alarm goes off. Oh, so good. Oh, that's actually a play on. Tobey Maguire actually has back problems.
Oh, really?
I saw it in the theater the first time. I died laughing. No, Tobey Maguire has back problems, so it was a play on that. It's like, oh, my back. Oh, my back. Oh, goodness me. So much fun.
But it was your pal.
Peter Parker. He's just a great big jerk.
Well, it's full of great big jokes.
You're adorable.
It's just a uniform.
Lean your head back.
Put my head up?
Yeah, just do it.
Just put my head back. I'm back on the moon. You have to move me?
It's like the realization moment.
Hiya.
Surprised?
Mary.
Thanks for coming.
Everything okay?
You might say so. This is funny.
Just changing out to to my headphones here. My roommate just came back, so this is who you just heard. I really like this scene. It's good. And, well, it leads into a great scene, so yeah. Yep.
Part of me heard what you had to say after the show. That you were different. But I didn't want to listen. I was afraid to trust you.
This is real character building moments.
I've been thinking about it.
Listen, there's more for me to say.
He's got more to say here, and it's just, it's...
Maybe rushed into things.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I thought I could be there for you, Mary Jane, but I can't. My mind was playing tricks too.
And again, the realization for her. And she asks him. And he has to lie. Yeah. And she just questions it there. And she asks,
I need to know something. Just one kiss.
the awkward slow-mo kiss, and the spider sense. And where's this car thrown from? That looks so good. Her over the head in a rolling car. What's the...
Peter Parker. And the girlfriend. What do you want?
I want you to find your friend, Spider-Man. Tell him to meet me at the West Side Tower at 3 o'clock.
I don't know where he is.
Find him.
Find him. Or I'll peel the flesh off her bones.
If you lay one finger on her,
You'll do that.
Now, if he needs Peter Parker, why does he nearly kill him right here? Just thinking about that. And then he takes Mary Jane. I'm doing a video. Yeah. And then you don't mess with Mary Jane. I have it. I mean, on that website. Yeah. What'd you type in? This scene right here is fantastic. What'd you type in? Yeah, try it again. This scene right here is brilliant, and I put it at the end of my version of Amazing Spider-Man 2. You can go watch that and check it out.
Yes.
This is great.
Spider-Man was a hero.
He has it pinned up on the wall.
I just couldn't see it. He was a thief. Criminal. entire city. I want that wall-crawling arachnid prosecuted. I want him strung up by his web.
I want Spider-Man. He's back. Masked Menace returns. So good. And the coolest fight scene ever.
Where is she? Oh, she'll be just fine. Let's talk.
Oh. Oh. He bungees this thing up to the top. Did you type in it with the dash, X dash? Yeah. Yep. I've done that so many times. I'm like, what's oh. The guy's like, what the hell? The train fight. Oh my god. We're watching this in the theater. The longer version's good too, but the version that's here is good. He throws him through this bridge and then over the side. It's shot so well too. He uses the web too. This fight scene is so cool. It doesn't look it. Like, even though some of it, a lot of it is. Well, a lot of it isn't as well, too. Like, one of the things they did so well in this movie is there's never a whole lot of close-ups on CGI. Like, CG faces and things like that. And like this, they actually put a camera on a train to get those moving train stuff, and they synced it with the green screen and everything to line it up properly, and it looks good. Now that's a CG Doc Ock right there for that movement, but it's not a close up on it, and it looks fine. And like a yeah. Yeah. No, I haven't, no. Yeah. Oh.
It's like a whole, superhero thing.
Yeah. This is great. Dude, I saw this in the theater 12 years ago. This movie came out 12 years ago. And it looks great. And it's still one of the best superhero movies there is. It's the best Spider-Man movie, by far. It's gonna be hard for... I won't consider Civil War a Spider-Man movie, even though he's in it. Like I'm watching these because, I'm doing the commentaries and reviews and stuff for it. But I wanna... Don't patronize the guy who's, literally going to save you. Smart idea. The web lines here, and it's a cool effect. Grrr face. Oh man. Just the drain down. Yeah. Move to the back of the train. Or else you're going to tip over. And that is still to this day one of the best action scenes. Man.
And this whole part here is bullshit.
Oh,
They were absolutely told who that he
well, they don't know he never says his name. He says, "Oh, I'm Peter Parker."
But nowadays, they'd be snapping pictures and videos.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Is he alive?
Earlier in the movie, there are points where, like, when Spider-Man like saves like people, and there's people on the side like taking pictures, like, "Oh, it's Spider-Man!" Huh? You know, like he saves Aunt May from Doc Ock earlier in the movie, and the realization is like, "Shit, where's my mask?" And then these two kids come up here. Yeah. I think this is good because I think everybody, especially in this universe, because it's a different universe and everything, they're all kind of like, man, this dude, he's just a kid, you know.
Yeah.
He's just a.
That's his role in Civil War too.
Yeah, he's just a kid. I mean, Tobey Maguire looks like a 30-year-old man here, but come on, I mean, but yeah, he's just supposed to be this kid who's, and everybody. And, you know, he just came back. He wasn't there for a while. I love this. This Spider-Man suit's great too. I like all the Spider-Man suits that they've had on the movies are pretty good. And this is the best villain.
Oh yeah, I fucking love this
He's mine! If you want to get to him, you gotta go through me.
And me.
Me too.
Very well.
I do like how in these movies they have like all the innocent like New Yorkers are just like, yeah, you got to get through us to get Spider-Man and all that. Yeah, like in the first movie, like Doc Ock's about to like kick his ass or whatever on that bridge, and that's a cool transition. And they go back and all those people on the bridge start throwing like rocks and stuff at him or whatever. Yep. Dude, where'd he get the barbed wire?
I know, right? That's what I asked. Yeah, I'm still confused by that.
I also, dude, the Doc Ock's arms, they're a combination of like practical like puppetry and CG, and half the time you can't even tell which is which. Okay, yeah, you definitely would have heard him, like, I don't know, move, but okay. We'll throw logic out the door, because in the next movie, he vanishes from, like, plain view, so. In the next movie, so we're suspend logic from. Yeah. It's also amazing how the first movie holds up. The first movie holds up really well, like, visually, and just as a movie, it holds up really well.
Did they make a Spider-Man suit?
Hmm?
They make a Spider-Man suit, or is
What do you mean?
like is this suit 100% CG, or do they like actually make?
No. This is Spider-Man 2. Amazing. This is Spider-Man 2. And then Spider-Man 1
Where is she?
is Spider-Man 1. Then there's 2, and then 3.
No, I mean, is his suit
He's got
CG, or is it?
Oh no, it's real. No, that's a real suit. No, no.
He's making the machine again.
Yeah.
When that happens, she'll die
Yeah.
along with
Yeah, that's a real like rubber suit. Yeah.
Now where is he?
Spandexy rubber. It's not green. This isn't Green Lantern where they're just like, oh yeah, let's just CGI his suit. I love this line.
There are bigger things happening here than me and you.
That's a great line.
Harry, please, I've got to.
And it's like, let's hold off our battle to the next movie, Harry. So good.
Does Ryan Reynolds have to wear like? Did he have to do motion capture for the suit?
I have no idea. And I kind of don't even care because it's so bad.
I'm talking to you. You got what you needed for your little science project. Now let me go.
I can't let you go. You'd bring the police. Not that anybody could stop me now that Spider-Man's dead.
He's not dead. I don't believe you.
Believe it.
I like how she's still a damsel in distress, but it's like, I mean, there's a reason for it at least. And it's not like, oh, she's a damsel in distress just to be a damsel in distress, and like there's a reason he did it, because he wants to kill Spider-Man. And also have a reason for Spider-Man to show up to.
It's weird how the arms are sentient by themselves.
Yeah.
That's a risk we're willing to take.
But that works. That completely works for me. I think.
It's weird because it's not really.
It's like an artificial intelligence. Yeah, he mentions it earlier. There's like artificial intelligence that he created for these things, and that's cool. It's good wire work. And there's an artificial intelligence that he created, and he had created this like chip or something, so he would be still in control of them. But then when his thing blew up, it fried the chip, so it. Ugh. Yeah. This movie won. I said earlier. This movie won an Oscar for best visual effects, and it proves it. I mean, it looks good. I have no idea. X-Men 2.
Now what?
This is cool right here with the cars sliding across. That's all wire work. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't nominated for any Oscars. X2 wasn't.
Usually sequels aren't.
Usually, superhero movies are usually like visual effects and stuff like that. They're for visual effects.
We have to shut it down. Please.
This realization here where he finds out there's Peter and
Brilliant but lazy.
uses that line on him. And have their moment here.
He plays things.
Yeah.
You should check out FBI.
Yeah.
I can't destroy it.
Yeah.
I'm lost.
Again, the visual effects in this movie are fantastic.
That it was a gift to be used for the good of mankind.
Along with the script
Privilege.
and the acting.
These things have turned you into something you're not. Don't listen to them. It was my dream. Sometimes, to do what's right, we have to be steady and give up the thing we want the most. Even our dreams. You're right.
He's right.
Listen. Listen to me now. Listen to me now. Now, tell me how to stop it. It can't be stopped. It's self-sustaining now. Think. Unless the river. Drown it. I'll do it.
He sacrifices himself here. It's so good. Right here, he realizes who he is. No! They should be dead. Then he grabs it. Good blend of visual and practical effects.
Hi.
Reality and... Hi.
This is really heavy.
This is fantastic stuff. He tells her how he feels.
You did love me,
I do.
even though you said you didn't.
Like he can finally tell her. The I won't die a monster thing. He does Superman jump out of there. And the glass is floating there. The whole pier goes down. Let me see. His webbing up there.
I think I always knew. All this time. You really were.
And you know why we can't be together. Spider-Man will always have enemies. I can't let you take that risk. But I will always be Spider-Man. You and I can never be.
He tells her. And Danny Elfman's score, once again, fantastic. So here, John Jameson, you know. This moment right here. She looks out and there he is on the crane. She knows and he knows. It's on the mask. Looks back and jumps. Setup for the next movie. But good setup.
Hello?
The camera moves in these angles.
Who's that? Son. I'm here.
Dad? I thought you were...
No. I'm alive and you, Harry. Now it's your turn. You swore to make Spider-Man pay. Not make him
Willem
pay.
Dafoe, man, he's so good.
He's my best friend. And I'm your father.
He's my best friend, but I'm your father. Ooh.
You were always weak. You'll always be weak until you take control. Now you know the truth about Peter. Be strong, Harry. Avenge me.
So good. Talked about Willem Dafoe in the first movie commentary. You can definitely hear about that. And then when I talk about all the movies, I'll make a video, a few-minute video talking about all the movies. Man, great stuff, man. He sees this lair. All the pumpkin bombs. It was all lined up there. I kept all the goblin stuff. Mary Jane's wedding. Beautiful church. Oh, I'm in that wedding dress too. Beautiful. And Kirsten Dunst is beautiful. Marriage. Princess Bride style. It's beautiful pipe organ music. There's Harry. Oh, J.K. Simmons, man. So good. You hate to have to be that friend that's like, I'm so sorry. And if you just give it to that friend, it's just like, sorry. Even the priest knows right there. Dude's pissed.
Calm down, bro. Tell her not to open the caviar.
Don't open the caviar. Oh, this is wonderful. Just wonderful. Great ending here.
I had to do what I had to do.
Mary Jane.
Peter.
Man, I love this movie. So good.
Without you.
She realizes here what she needs is him. What he needs is her. And Peter tries to stop her, but it doesn't work.
Can't be together. Can't you respect me enough to let me make my own decision?
Yeah, strong females. Yeah.
I know the risks, but I want to face them with you.
So she wants to be a damsel in distress the whole time.
It's wrong that we should only be half alive, half of ourselves.
Whoever wrote this dialogue was genius.
I love you. So here I am, standing in your doorway. I've always been standing in your doorway.
Just gotta open the door, man.
Isn't it about time somebody saved your life? We'll say something.
Thank you, Mary Jane Watson.
But I think this is one of the best endings to a Spider-Man movie.
Go get him, Tiger.
Ah, she's at the line. Best moment too. Then he leaves. She runs over to the window and bam. This swing stuff looks good too. Some of it at times looks great. Some of it looks that's green screeny, but this stuff looks really good. And then this look that she gives, just like, and it sets up the next movie perfectly. And you get a cool song at the end. Man. So that's Spider-Man 2. 2004 Spider-Man 2. Wow. Such a fun movie to watch again. The best in the series. One of the best superhero movies there ever has been. Man, I love this movie so much. So good. So good, so good. So guys, thank you so much for watching yet another one of these commentaries. And again, check out the original Spider-Man movie commentary. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for a few more of these coming out for the other Spider-Man movies. And as always, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.